Hello everyone, welcome to GLECTA and welcome back to your NVR session. Are you guys excited for today? Quickly tell me in the comment section who all are here and tell me how excited you are about this session. Okay, you guys have been asking for likes. That's exactly what I was about to say. Like, share and subscribe the channel. Like the live video, share it as much as you can. And I'm really happy about you guys. Hello everyone. Hello Mothership. Hello Suraj, Vijay. Yes, okay, perfect. And Sabina, hi there. Stephen, hi. Ekta, Nasreen. Okay, there's a lot of kids I see here. I am happy. So for those who are new here with us, let's have a brief introduction about what GLECTA is, first of all. So GLECTA is a London-based tutoring platform which provides services for 11 plus, KS3, GCSEs and A-levels. We do provide these services for all the boards. Talking about what we're going to cover today. So today we're going to talk about cubes and nets because that's exactly where we left our last live. Need to talk about that. And then there's similar shapes and odd one out, in which we're going to talk about the topic which are only going to be related to lines and arrows. Then 3-letter shape codes. I think a lot of kids have a problem with that. So I would like to clear those problems. And then the last topic for today is analogies. Are you guys ready? Okay, Mothership says I am 1000%. Perfect. Very excited. I am glad you are. Okay, let's jump into the questions. So I hope you took my advice from the last session and did practice making cubes out of nets. So first thing that you see on the slide is the first ever rule that you all should always look for when you're trying to figure out if the cube or the net can be made from the certain thing or not. So you see that it says the rule number 1 is two opposite faces of the dice cannot be adjacent to each other. When I say they can't be adjacent to each other, I mean in regards to the cube that you see. So now here you see a cube and you see the net of the cube. Quickly, everyone, I want you guys to tell me which face is going to be opposite to which one so that I know that you guys understand this. For those who have not done this before, I'm going to give you one like a hint that you should leave one box in the middle. So first leave one, the next should be the opposite. So like this, go for the opposite ones, leaving one middle blank. So quickly everyone tell me which face is going to be opposite to which one. Angel says hi. Okay, hi there. Okay, Rajendra says, I don't know this. I will tell you. Okay, Mothership says 1 is opposite to 6. That is correct, Mothership. Very well. What about the others? 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4. That is also there. And 2 is opposite to 5. 1, 6, 5, 2, 3, 4. That is perfect. I am loving it that you guys actually know this. So, yes. Like I said, leave 1 in the middle. So, if 5 is there, leave 1. 2 should be opposite to 5. If 3 is there, leave 1 in the middle. 4 should be opposite to 3. Then 1 is there, leave 2 in the middle, and 6 is the opposite. So these are the right pairs. But why am I telling you this? Why do I need to talk about these opposites? The reason that I need to talk about the opposites is that you are never going to find opposites in the same cube. This cube has 2, so it can't have 5 in it. It has 3, so it can't have 6. It has 3, it can't have 4. And if it has 1, it can't have 6. This is the best way to start doing cubes and nets. Elimination method. So as soon as you see the cube, eliminate the opposite ones. Once you do that, you'll be left with a few options, and that would be so much easier for you guys. So try to use that trick. Second thing that I advised you in the last class, tell me how many of you actually made the cubes, because that is the rule number 2. You should be able to imagine in your head how you're actually going to make a cube out of a certain net. So did you guys do it? Please tell me you did, because it is very, very important for you guys. Okay? I see new kids. Electric, hello. Okay, what about the others? Quickly tell me. Okay, Mothership did the work. Okay, Ashley did the work. I'm glad. Perfect. There you go. Okay, so he said it is bad. What is? Okay, I see a lot of kids did. Those who did not do it, please do. Take a net, try to get a printout out of that, make a cube of that. In your head, you should know how you'll be able to make a certain cube from a certain kind of net. Now, keeping these 2 rules in mind, and the 3 that I told you guys in the last live, so if you guys have watched the last live, I'm pretty sure you would remember those. So those 3 and these 2, let's get started with the questions. Now for this one, I am not starting the timer as of yet, because I want you guys to read the question very, very carefully before you actually start doing the question. So read the question very carefully, and I am going to start the timer real soon, and let's see who does it in how much time. So your timer starts now. Go for it. Okay, Vijay says I know. Okay. I made 11. That is nice, Ira. Okay, so people have started giving me answers. Unfortunately, that is not the answer. Mothership says the answer, yes. And okay, a lot of kids are saying A, some are saying B. So I see both. I see A and I see B too. So A, B, okay, a lot of ABs. So let me tell you what the answer is. The answer is actually B. First of all, for those who are saying A, imagine this coming here and then look at the net from this angle. So tilt your head like this and look into it, and you'll find your answer that it can be made. You have to find out which one cannot be made. So B cannot be made because this arrow is pointing towards the white circle, not the black one. So if it were to be an arrow like this one, maybe B would have been a correct one for making the net. But I can't make the cube, so it is the answer for this one. Now let's jump on to the second question and let's see who does it in how much time. So there's your next question, and your timer starts now. Okay, let's see who does it on time. I see the answer. I'm done discussing this in my head. I know the answer. I see it on the screen. How many of you actually see it? Are you guys still answering for the last question? Okay. Kids are still saying B. Should I consider this one for the second question? Tell me, tell me. And also, while you guys are trying to answer the questions, I want you guys to actually download your mock test from the chat section, because that would help you. You need to solve those questions. You need to have an idea of how to do those questions. So do download the mock test. I see D, B, A. Okay. I also see E now. Okay. D, B, A. First of all, the answer, the right answer for this question is D. And it is because it has opposites in it. This thing, double arrow, is opposite to this one, which means I can't have both of these along with this, which is pretty much happening in D. So D can't be made because it has opposites. Now do you get it? How important it is for you to understand the concept of opposites. As soon as you see it, you can actually tell the answer, and it would be very, very easy. Let's move on to the second kind of questions that come from cubes and nets, which is, this time you have to tell me which cube can be made from the given net, and your timer starts now. Okay, Sarah actually found the same symbol. That's nice. Okay, the kids are saying A. Okay. Okay, I think that's Ankita. And Ankita says A. Okay. And Rajinder Kaur says D. Okay, I see. Go on. Tell me the answers quickly, everyone. Do not send anything except answers. I want you guys to answer. Focus on the questions. This is the peak time of your exams, and I know you guys can do it. I know you guys are pretty prepared, but I think there's a lot of practice that you guys need. Okay, everyone says A. Do you guys think it is A? Okay, that is correct. It is A. And it is because as soon as you put this one down, and from the last slide, the rotation should be 90 degrees towards anti-clockwise direction, it would make the cube net, or cube A. Okay, let's start with the next question. Let's see how much time do you take this time. So, go on, do it, good. Okay, everybody, good, very good. So, again, you have to find the cube that can be made. The timer is already there, and I want you guys to start answering quickly, everyone. Okay, I still see A. Do you guys think A can be made from this one? Are you guys sure? Because I'm not. I didn't think it's A for this one. Don't reflect the cube in your head. I don't think it is A. Think about it, think about it. I see the answer actually. And I don't see the answer on the comments section anywhere. Okay, somebody is now saying B. Okay, Sophia says B. Ankita says B. Electric said E. Finally, yes, electric, it is E. The answer to this one question is E. Now, for those who have said A and B for this one, let me tell you guys. First, let's look at A. A cannot be made because this circle, it's towards the left of the figure. In the cube, now it's towards the right. You can't reflect the cube that's been made. So A can't be it because it's kind of reflected. Coming to B, if you touch these two together, you are going to have the black face on the side, which means it should have been here. So keep your directions clear, guys. It can't be B then too. Do you guys get this now? Please like, share and subscribe the video. I really want to see you guys hitting that like button like anything. Keep on liking the video, share it as much as you can, and then maybe, and if you also give the right answers to me, maybe, yes, electric, I agree, you said E, and I do know that. How is it E? Okay. Can you rotate this here, the black face here? Then you'll have arrow towards the both ends, and then all you have to do is look at these three tilted, which means you have to rotate this entire block, the red color, one anti-clockwise once, and you would see it that it would have arrow like this, and black on top. That's what you need to make the cube E. So you pretty much can get it, right? So I am glad that you guys understand this. Now let's move on. Now this is the third type of question for 11 plus, in which you guys have to find the net. Now a lot of kids have come up to me saying that, Miss, it's actually easy to find the cube, but it's very, very difficult to find the net, and we don't know how to do it. So the trick for the nets is, you know the three faces that you have to deal with. In this case, it's an arrow, a smiley face, and a square with a diagonal and half black. All you have to do is try and find one net which actually has at least two of them in the right position. Now I'm going to do this question for you guys. Like, okay, let's look at this. Okay, I see this correctly in place. I need them up and down, and I have them right up and down at the same place. Now, once you find that perfect pair, all you have to do is try and touch this and see if it comes in the same angle. And if you do that, this would be 90 degrees clockwise rotation, like we discussed. So when you touch that, you actually can make the cube, right? Now this is how you do it, always. Just look at the three faces, try to find out two which are already in place. Once you do that, adjust the third one and see if it fits. Easy enough now? Now I want you guys to try the next question on your own within the time limit. Okay, maximum time should be 30 seconds. I do not want you guys taking more than that. So let's do this. Now let's see how many can actually answer this question. And the timer has started. Quickly everyone. Go, go. Okay. Okay, I see. Can you guys start answering the question, please? Okay, Vijay says I've shared this with my friends. I'm glad you did. Thank you so much for that. Electric says B versus E, and the time is actually up. Okay, so B versus E, which you guys think is the answer? Okay, did you find any one net which actually had two faces in the same position? Did you? There you go. Now you guys are answering the right answer. That is correct. It is C. Now if you look at this, I needed to deal with an arrow, a square like this one, and another arrow. I have these two in place. All I have to do is change my perspective a little and look at it at this angle. So you can rotate your head or you can rotate the cube in your head. And once you touch this arrow with this, it would be facing towards the square, and that solves your answer. So it is C, everyone. Now can you guys stop saying B? It's not B, it's C. Yes. Okay, Electric says what? No. Just tilt your head a little. I really mean that. Just change your perspective a little. Tilt your head like this and look at this thing and you'll know. So this was about cubes and nets, and I am pretty sure that if you guys do these three types of questions, you can pretty much solve all the types of questions in cubes and nets. First was, which cube cannot be made from the given net? Second is, which cube can be made from a given net? Third is, when you have to find the net of the given cube. And that's it. All you have to do is restrict your head to these three types of questions. Try to imagine them, try to stick to the rules that we discussed, and I think you're pretty much ready for it. So it is on you now. Do you guys need to practice? Yes. Will you practice? Well, that's upon you. I know you guys are very much hardworking and you guys are doing well, and I know you guys are gonna get into your favorite grammar schools, so just practice. It's just a little more time. Stay concentrated, stay motivated, and keep on practicing. Perfect. Let's move on to this one. So congratulations, Sorma. I hope you guys are looking at this, because she was the most indulged kid. She was the one who gave me the most right answers in the last live, and I'm really happy, and I hope, Sorma, you're out there in the comment section looking at this. So congratulations for you, and I hope you're doing well. Moving on to solving questions for similar shapes and odd one out, but when the question is only regarding arrows and lines. Now lines and arrows are something that kids get confused with a lot. As soon as you see something that has too many arrows, your head gets confused. And I get it, because lines can be of a lot of types and they can be confusing. I totally agree, and I know that. But what I want you guys to do is focus on the rules. Don't go out of rules. So it says, look out for arrows or other shapes which point in different directions. Now that is true to solve this question. But what I want you guys to tell you guys is, we did one trick of shapes in the last one, which said count the number of sides. So keep that in your head and keep the arrow thing in your head and try to solve this question. I'm pretty sure you will be able to. Okay, kids are actually answering. That is right. Okay, Mothership says A. And yes, Electric says A. That is correct. It is A. So, the logic behind this question was actually that the outer shape would have 10 sides, the inner shape would have 4 sides, and the arrow would be pointing at the arrowhead. That's it. That's all you have to do. So you can eliminate D because it has too many arrows in itself. You can eliminate E because the inner shape has 5 sides, left with A, B, and C. Now all you have to do is count the number of sides on the outer image, and you would know that A is the one that has 10. So it was the simplest way to solve a question, and we've done this. I know you guys can do it. Just keep it to the logics and your rules, obviously. Okay, now I want you guys to follow the rule for directions in arrow and try to solve this answer. It came in mock test. Yes, Mothership, it did. And I'm glad. Yes, Mothership, you said it first. Okay, I've done this before in the mock test, yes. And I hope you guys know the logic now. And this is the question. This is the question. It is for, you have to find similar shapes. So you have 2 figures here. These figures have something in common from A to F. You have to find one figure that is actually also similar to these 2. So, very well, go on, try to. Soma says, I like eliminating. Now I know how you get the right answers, Soma, and that's really nice. And I'm glad you're here again. Okay, everybody says E. That is correct. Very well, everyone. Now I see you guys get it. So, 2 arrows going out in both of them. 1 arrow entering in both of them. You have to follow the same thing. 2 arrows going out, 1 arrow getting in, and then the answer should be E. That is correct. Perfect. There you go. Okay, now it says, look at the arrows and other shapes which point in different directions, but this question is for most unlike figure, which means it is for odd one out. So, now really keep your head to the same trick. Don't go out anywhere. Just follow the trick for the direction 1 and try to solve this question for me. Okay, I see the kids are still answering for the last one. And are you guys liking the video? Like, are you hitting the like button? That kind of like. And are you guys sharing it? And did you subscribe to the channel? I hope you guys say yes to all of that. Okay, some kids say C. Okay, it's not C, it's not E. And okay, Mothership is the first one to say the right answer. It is D. And okay, it is D. Yes. Okay, D. Yes. Nasreen says D now. And Ankita says D now. That's perfect. Yes, it is D. Now going for the directions, like I said, arrow pointing this way. Kind of lines, vertical, horizontal. Arrow pointing downwards. Kind of lines, vertical. Pointing upwards, vertical lines. Pointing sideways, but the lines are vertical, because which means the lines are in the opposite direction. They're in the wrong direction. They should have been horizontal, because if you have a horizontal arrow, you're supposed to have horizontal lines. So D is the odd one out. Very well. Okay, for those who did not say the right answer, do you guys get the concept now? Now, do you know how to approach lines and arrows for similar shapes and odd one out? I hope you do, because I have another question for you guys that I want you guys to answer. So, there you go. Don't get tricked by different lines, I say. Only look at the lines, and also make sure that the lines are of the same kind. That's it. That's all I have to say. How is it D? It's D. Yes, it was D. Okay. Okay, go for it. Perfect. Whichever way it points, the line should be, yes, is the way that the line should be. That is correct. You don't get it? Okay, it was just about horizontally pointing lines. Oh, sorry, vertically pointing arrows, vertical lines. Horizontally pointing arrows, horizontal lines. The directions. So you just have to focus on the directions of the arrows. Okay, I've come to the next question. A lot of kids are saying E. I see James says E, Soma says E, Mothership says E. It is correct, it is E. And it is E because I was supposed to have shapes at both ends for the dotted line in one, and the second dotted line was supposed to have a figure at one end only. But this one has two dotted lines having two shapes at both ends. So that is where it went wrong. Okay, now before moving on and showing you the next question that I have for you guys, let's see how many of you guys are actually aware about our country. Are you guys ready? I hope you guys are. So the first question is, what is the longest river in United Kingdom? You guys should know this. Like, come on, I hope you guys know it. I don't think, okay, Mothership, that's not correct. I said longest. I said longest. It's not riddle time, Soma. Riddle time would come and I would say something very funny about it. Okay. Actually, the longest river is Severn. Okay, moving on to what is the national bird of United Kingdom? It's an owl. No, owl, it's not an owl. I'll tell you that it has an ironic name. So if you guys know the meaning of an ironic, so I hope you guys would be able to answer that. It has to be an ironic name for the bird. There you go for it. Okay, we're done with Thames and Severn. It was Severn. I hope you guys get it. No, it's not owl. No, it's not owl. Yes, it's general knowledge, Soma. Okay. Robin. Yes, that is correct. The actual name for the bird robin is European robin. That's what I said. It's ironic that United Kingdom have a national bird named European robin. So the last question is, who was the first British astronaut in space? Well, that's another general knowledge that I hope you guys know about the country. No, Neil Armstrong is not it. Okay, go for it. Oh, Soma says my surname. Well, that's correct, Soma Robin. That's a nice name to have. The national bird, you see. Okay, your name is Rosaline Robin. Okay, I'll remember that, darling. No, it's not Neil Armstrong. It's actually Helen Sharman. I hope you guys learned this. You should know about the country and you should be proud of understanding the history and the important parts of it. So learn something new out of it, and let's get back to NVR. Okay, so another logic for arrows and lines that kids get confused is when there's too many lines, like in this question. There's too many lines, and looking at so many lines, and especially when they're having turns, it becomes chaotic in the head. And I get it. I'm never going to say it does not. So I agree it does. But at the same time, what should I do when it happens? So my hint here says, look for the number of turns and the direction of turns in lines and arrows. So look for the number of turns and sometimes the direction of turn, and try to solve this question. Also, have you guys downloaded the mock test yet? I hope you guys have. It's gonna help you. So download the mock test from the comment section. It has been pinned at the top of your chat. If it goes away, just click on the pinned one and you would find the link there. And are you guys liking the video? Hit the like button quickly, everyone, and keep on sharing the video and keep on subscribing to the channel if you've still not. And also, who have subscribed to the channel, hit the bell button so you get notifications of every single thing that happens on the channel. Okay, everybody says B, I think. That is correct. Perfect. It is B, because according to the hint that says number of turns, each circle is supposed to have one turn on the right of it, one turn on the left of it. So that's what I am gonna go for. So this is how you can get it, and the directions of the turns also tell you a lot about the stuff. Now moving on to the next question, which is of the same kind. So that's your question, and the timer is gonna start now. So quickly start the answers. And the timer is here. Very good. Okay. Vijay is happy. I'm happy that you're happy. Okay. 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 Oh, you guys want to know each other's identities now? Okay. Thank you, Loss. I like that. Okay, okay, Mothership says R. I don't think there's an R here. Okay, kids are starting to say A. Okay, so D, C, I see. Okay. B, okay, C again, D, C. Okay, a lot of D and C's basically. It can't be D. Why? Because this end, it can't be C because this end of the line is for passing the head of the arrow. In no one out of these it does. It's actually D, because this line should be smaller than the actual arrowhead line. So it is D for whoever said D very well. Whoever said C, I hope you guys now know why it's not C. Okay, once we're done with this, let's move on to another logic. So we've done two logics. Let's do the third one, which is look out for the size and angle of arrows and lines. So sizes and angles. So quickly try to use that, the sizes and the angles of the line. Look at the directions of them if you want to, but please try to solve this answer. And your time starts now. Okay, a lot of kids are saying D again. Are you guys saying it for the last one? Okay, okay. Okay, somebody says E. Okay, Nasreen says E. Okay, what are the shapes on the left? There are no shapes on the left. You have to find, oh, right. Okay, no, hold on. Here you have to find the odd one out. You have to find the odd one out. Okay, go on. Try to find the odd one out here. Okay, a lot of kids say A and some say D. Okay, I see. Okay. Okay, it is A because these two lines are of the same size. They're not supposed to. One should be small and the other one should be big. Small and big. Okay, big. Small and big. Then small and big. They're not supposed to have the same size. Now moving on to another question, which is this. Now you have to find, according to the number of turns and the directions of turns in the line. According to that, you have to find the most unlike figure from the given ones. Okay, can you guys stop saying that? Whatever it is, never gonna give up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around or desert you, never gonna cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell you a lie or hurt you. I've read it. See, I read the entire line. Now you guys can stop saying that and move on to the answers. I don't see a lot of kids answering. Don't you guys want to study? Like, we did new questions, right? Quickly, everyone. Okay, move on. Okay. I see a lot of A's. That is correct. It is A. Because it's not supposed to have 90-degree angles at all. It's supposed to have acute angles. So that is correct. And now moving on to the next one, which is this. Again, a question for odd one out, and you have to find the odd one out of these circles. So these are spirals going around with an arrowhead. How do you solve such a question? Quickly, everyone. Okay, the timer is here. I see. Okay, kids say A. We're done with the last question. Move on, move on. Quickly, quickly, quickly. We have to do new questions. We have to move on. Okay, B, C, A. A, C, C. B, 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 A, B. Yes, it is B. Okay, everyone, it is B. I don't see no turn here. That's the logic. It has turn, this one has turn, this one has turn, this one has a turn. B did not have a turn, hence the answer to this question is B. So, moving on. Now, if you guys like the content and if you guys want to stay connected with us and you guys want to stay updated on what we're doing, when we're doing it, and what platform and what kind of extra questions we're doing, mock tests, everything, any benefit that you want to get from us, you would get it from our different social media. So we have Telegram, you guys can join that group. YouTube, of course, the lives are going to be there and the informative videos that we do on YouTube. Then Facebook. Facebook also has a lot of informative stuff. So go there and join us as soon as possible, and also like, share and subscribe. Moving on to 3-letter codes. Now I have taken 2 types of 3-letter codes here because the first type is pretty easy for everyone, like this one. They say that you have to find the same thing that we did always, that we do every time that we solve shape codes. So we have to have the same alphabet, we have to find the similarity, and according to that similarity we have to answer the question. So, sorry I'm late, it's okay, it's okay. Now, according to the similarities and the shape similarities, you guys have to find the answer. So try to do that. Okay, Mothership says A. Okay. James says C. Okay. You can call me Miss. Okay, A. Okay, I see A. A lot of kids are saying A. Whoever says A, it is correct. So whoever says A, it is correct. Why? Because F and F, they're both black. H is white, so it's going to have F. Now moving on to L, M, M, M and M. They're double-sided, so double shapes are there. I need L because I have a single shape, so that comes L. J, J and K. J and J are both triangles. I need K because I need a hexagon, so it comes K. So it can be K, L, F, and that's the right answer. So this is the pretty easy one, in which you can actually find the similarities in the alphabets. Let's try to do one more question of this type for those who answered the question wrong the last time. Now you guys know how to do it. Try to solve it on time and with accuracy, and your question is here and the timer is starting. There you go, you have your timer, and I want you guys to start solving the questions. I'm not saying anything anymore. I want you guys to know how to do it. So a lot of kids are still saying A. Well, A was old news. The last question. Try to answer for this question. Am I confusing you? Okay. Okay. Okay, don't get angry at each other here. Okay, A. That is correct. For this one as well, I was kidding with you guys and I was messing with you. It is A. So, J and J, these are both having single lines. K does have double, so I'm going to put a K. Okay, so we have G and G. They both have a triangle that's empty. bar. Okay, so I'm going to put G, and then X and X, they're upright, so Y is upside down, I need Y, so it goes for A. Now this was easy because we had same alphabets, so first alphabet, second and third, they both all had similarities. Coming to the questions that actually confuse you guys, when we don't have a similarity. Now for these kind of questions where you can't have a similarity, for example, H, D and S, there is no similarity. How can I find something similar? So for those questions, if you have the first alphabets that's different, start from the last alphabets, which do have similarities. So W and W have a similarity, so look at that and try to answer the question. Now first, try it on your own. Even if you do it wrong, it's going to be okay, but try to do it. Now try to do it from the back, which means start from the alphabet W. Try to find out the similarity that are there with the W alphabet, and then try to solve the answer. Don't look at H, D and S for now. Okay, James, that's good. I'm proud of you. Aetha, that's nice, good. Okay, okay. That is correct. Stephen, that's correct. There you go. Okay. Okay, I see A, B and E. Let me break it to you guys. The answer for this one is actually E. So I'm very proud of the kids who actually said E for this one. So W and W both have double lines. But for this shape, I need only single one. So I'm going to take B. Then E, Q, E. So E and E are common. And these shapes are both white. I need black. So I'm going to put Q. Now coming to D, H, D and S. Now there's no commonality. But at the same time, you also see the difference in shape. I need the heart. Heart is here, so I'm going to put the S, and that's going to be E. So that's how you do it. Started from the last. If you even did this much, you can eliminate this, this, this and this either ways, right? Because they don't have S, Q and B at the last. So if they don't, you can eliminate them. So that's how you do it. Start from the right side of the alphabet. Now use the same trick and try to solve this question. This one is a pretty tricky one, but try to do it, and I think you guys would understand this, and your time starts now. Okay, Mothership, it's okay, Mothership, it's okay. No worries. Okay, somebody says yes, that's Ankita, and somebody says no, that's Vijay. I always eliminate when required. That is good, you should do that. You just need to know how to approach the question right. If you do that in NVR, I don't think you guys can ever have any kind of problem in solving NVR. Just look at the questions very, very carefully. Try to understand everything that the question requires out of you. If you have one trick, try to use it on all the shapes that are there. And if it does happen, then I think your answer and your approach is correct. Everybody says E. That is correct. I'm so proud of you guys. That is correct. It is PTT. That's the option E. That's because every time it says T, there's a shape that comes up that looks like this. So yes, this shape is for T. And then every time the P pops up, it is always for the diamond. So that is correct. I need a diamond, so I need P. And I need two of these, so that's T and T. So that's option E. Perfect. See this. Thank you so much. Okay. Now you guys get codes and shapes and codes. 3 letters as well. Do not get stuck if you don't find the similarity. Whichever line does have a similarity, solve that once. Once you do that, you can start eliminating the options, and once you do, you can reach your answer. Now moving on to, now this is a riddle time. So are you guys ready for the riddle and riddle? Okay, are you guys ready for the riddle? Okay, you guys see a riddle on the screen. It's a pretty simple one. All you guys have to do is focus on every single word that it says. So it says, What can cut like a knife, sting like a bee, bite like a lion, carry truth and lies, but never move or speak? What are we? Okay. Kitten says mosquito. Oh, that's definitely not it. It doesn't sting like a bee. Bee sting gets your face swollen up. It's quite heavy one. And bites like a lion. No, it's not mosquito. Okay. Teeth and tongue. MTX, you're very, very close. Like real close. Paper. No, it doesn't bite like a lion. Verb. I don't think so. Mosquito. Okay, I'll tell you. MTX and now Stephen are the most close to the answer. It's something related to the mouth. Words, words, words. It is the words. Words don't usually say what you have to. They're like riddled a little if you ask me, but they do cut like a knife, sting like a bee, and bite like a lion. Now coming to the second one, which is, I love sugar and treat, I'm a little critter, and I sound like your mom and dad's sister. What am I? Okay, I see you guys answering. No, it's not teeth and mouth. Okay, definitely not teeth and mouth for that one. Inside. Okay, somebody has gone into sciences of it. Incisors. Renji. Okay, Renji, it's not incisors. Okay, jaw, teeth, mouth, teeth, tongue, teeth, fly. No. I don't. Oh, okay. Ankita said the answer for this one. It's the aunt. So your aunts are usually the ones that love you, love the sugar, love the treat. They're a little critter and they sound like your mother and father's sister. So yes, it's pretty much your aunt. Not that aunt. Okay, not that aunt. It's aunt. Not that. It's aunt. Okay. Teacher. Are you calling a teacher critter? Okay. Okay, now let's move on to the last topic for today. It's going to be analogies. First, let's understand all the tricks, because we may get the time to solve all the questions, but at the same time we may not. So for the safer side, let's do this first. So analogies can be solved by 4 tricks. Out of 4, the first one is the most difficult one to understand, because in analogies, and when I say analogies, I mean both. There are series and there are relationships. In analogies, both of the questions, if they are find the next figure, like find the missing image, or is it find the missing relationship, both of the kind of questions can be solved by these same 4 tricks. All you have to do is stay a little alert about this one. So let's talk about the pattern, the first trick. So the patterns are usually something that is changing, and you guys get confused with that. Now I'm going to give you guys an example real quick, but let's see the example first. Okay, this one. This is a classic example of pattern. So if you guys see here, everything is quickly changing, because I obviously see a reflection here. But other than the reflection, something else is changing as well. It's the colors and the shadings inside the figure. Now that gets a real, like confused part. You don't understand what you're trying to do because something is changing so quickly. So what happens is, what you do is, you write it down. So you see the top one changed from a vertical line to a dotted one. It changed from a black to the vertical line, horizontal lines. Then the dot changed into vertical lines, and the horizontal lines changed into black. Once you understand this, do the same thing. First, reflect this figure, which means it can be A, it can be B, it can be C, it cannot be D, and it can be E. Once you do this, black has to turn into horizontal lines. Horizontal lines, Okay, A is eliminated, B is still in the run, C is eliminated, E is still in the run. Then you have dots. Dots are supposed to be vertical lines. Okay, B is eliminated, I'm left with E, they have vertical lines, but let's, for the safer side, check it. So horizontal lines supposed to be black, it is black, perfect. And then vertical lines are supposed to be dots. It does get into dot. So this is pattern. The easiest way to do it is write the pattern for the first one down and then follow the same in the second one. Pretty easy. This can also be done for series. Let's say something is changing, some kind of shading is changing and you don't understand how. So if that happens, what you can do is just write the shading, that black is turning into this and then it is turning into that. So you can write it down and follow the same pattern. If you do that, you won't be confused and it would be very, very easy for you to understand this. Then the second one is rotation. It is pretty simple. Something might be rotating a little. For example, I do have one question for that one as well. This one. In this question, nothing is pretty much happening except it is rotating. So if you see here, there's a pretty good example of rotation because it is going 90 degrees clockwise. So what you got to do is rotate this 90 degrees clockwise. And if you do, what would be your answer? What do you think would be the answer if you rotate it? Okay, let's see. I have to have this on the top, but if I rotate it, it would be like this. It can't be A. It can't be B. It can be C, D, and E. Then out of C, D, and E, which one do you think it would be? This thing would get on the left hand side, and it would be like this. This is wrong. D and E are still left. This one would be on this side like this. This is correct, this is correct. Now looking at this. This would be at the bottom like this. D does not have it, so I'm left with E, which is correct answer. So you rotate. Once you do rotate, you would get the answer. So that's how you do rotation. Reflection is the next logic, which we already have done. Now, sometimes you think that the figure is rotated or you feel like it's reflected, but you don't see it happening. Try to add these two. What I mean is, sometimes not only are the figures rotated, but they're reflected along with rotation. So for example, if it's F, first it would be rotated like this, and then it would be reflected like this. So a figure goes from this to this. So a figure goes from this to this, and you get confused. So don't get confused. Try to actually understand the reflection. So rotate and reflect. Sometimes it may actually be there. Now I'm moving on to the number play. Number plays are easy. All you have to do is understand. Now when I say number plays, I actually don't mean that the mathematical questions are going to be there. I don't mean that you would have to add something to the figure, like add 1 to something or add 2 to something. I actually mean sides or lines or arrows. For that, you may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 going on, which means I already have one line. I may have to add 1, then might have to add 2, then 3, then 4. So like that, there may be something like that. Or I can have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Something is increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing. That can be there, which confuses kids, but I don't think you should be confused. And the last one is 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4. So like that, it can be there as well. Now let's try to solve the questions. This is the first question of relationships, because we were supposed to cover relationships today. We may cover series in the next one, but today quickly jump on to relationship. This is your first question. You see that there's some kind of relationship between these two. You have to find out the pair for this one. So what I see here is Okay, first of all, you guys try and answer that. Reflection is basically a line acting like a mirror or a line of symmetry. That's correct, Soma. Thank you, Soma. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, I see Mothership saying B. Okay. Why would you think so? Okay, Mothership also says E. Okay, E. Okay, that is correct. That's, yes, James, Ashley, Mothership, you guys are now correct. It is E. It was that black turns into a dot. This thing turns into a cross, and then however many boxes you have is the number of loops at the ends. So you would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops. So you need, this is gone, 5 loops, this is 6 loops are gone, so 5 and 5. Now I have one black, so 1 dot, 2 check, 2 diagonal lines, so 2 crosses. So it's gonna be E. That is correct. Now moving on to the next question, which is this one. I want you guys to answer it within 10 seconds. It's very, very easy. I don't want you guys thinking about it, and your time starts now. Soba says, does GLECTA do tutoring? Of course. The admissions are still open. If you want to enroll with us, you can. You should actually. We have classes every single day here, and we just have reserved few days for lives, but otherwise we do tutor. We tutor for 11 plus, KS3, GCSE and A levels. And also, if you want to call us, you have the information in the chat section for you now, Soma. If you want to enroll with us and if you want to talk to us, you can talk to us on the link. Okay, C. Everybody says C. Are you guys sure it's C? I'm not sure that it's C. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lines. 1, 2, 3. 3 triangles. So I need 3 triangles. 1, 2, 3 triangles. Okay, can be B. 1, 2, 3 triangles. Can be C. 1, 2, 3 triangles. Can be E. It can't be D. It can't be A. Now moving on to 1 black turned into 3. 3 white turned into 1. 2 black should be 2 white. So 2 white can be B, can be E. Okay. So C can go out. 1 white turns into 1 black, 1 black, 1 black. But this figure does not have anything in the middle, so E goes. It should be B. Soma, you can talk to the admin team. We've given you the link for our enrolling us. There's a WhatsApp link that's given to you. Just click on it, or you can call on the numbers given in the chat section and contact us. Okay, do you guys now get how it is B? Follow the same concept. Don't go forward. Okay? We've done, okay, this is question number 3rd, and I think the last question because we're running out of time. So quickly everyone try to answer this question and let's go. Now I want to see who answered this first. Okay, I really want to see. We're done with B. Now I want to see Ashley. Ashley is the first one to answer this question correctly. It is Ashley. Okay, Ashley answered the question correctly, and it is C. It's C because these lines actually come from what they would have looked like in here. So these lines would come from what they look like in here. So the 2 diagonals crossing over. So it's going to be C. Now I hope you guys have downloaded the mock test, and I hope you guys have really liked the video. You guys have subscribed to the channel and shared the video, because I really liked enjoying the lesson with you. I did everything that I can to help you. I hope this all helps you, and who have not enrolled with us, quickly go on and enroll with us. Now we're moving on to the next part, which is that if you have a live session that you want to enjoy, which is for English, It is going to be on Wednesday, which is at 1 p.m. 11 a.m. actually. So if you guys want to join us for our English lecture, you guys can, and I hope to see you there. Till then, bye bye, take care. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Bye bye.